had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it, he knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it, branded, since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit, cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after.
Just about set to go now, and on the mound today, it's Walker Buehler.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Foul ball. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
0-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a soft liner out to left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one missed. Strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a base hit right there. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single. And here comes Carlos Correa. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that is that. 1 left for Houston. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, and on the hill in this one, Colton Gordon. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets, and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Hit in the air, center field. Trammell under this one. Brings it in. And there's 1 away. Check out the Red Sox lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carrying, leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
What if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle? Can't handle an up and in fastball much better than that. I think he had to be sitting on something similar, because it's very tough to adjust to a pitch like that if you're not looking for it.
Now batting Jarren Duran. That's outside.
No, that's a ball.
1-0. Correa slinging it to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So stepping in for Boston, Abraham Toro. He's been a great free agent sign. And that one ripped to left, and foul ball. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Bregman around third. He will score, and they take the lead. And he'll pull into second safely.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Here's Trevor Story. That's in for a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Trammell. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back now at Fenway. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. That one fouled off. Buehler, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Outside low, and that's ball one. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Christian Walker in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line to left. Drops into the glove. And there are two down.
Batting seventh.
Here's Taylor Trammell. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Ripped on a line. Smith makes the catch, and there's one down.
Batting seventh.
And next for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. On the ground. Correa over to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
To third. Throw over to Toro. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth.
Here's Mauricio
Dubon.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. In the dirt, and that's ball one. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits off the monster. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity.
And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Altuve swings and connects. Deep to left. Brings it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple. But you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
They get the force, and that is the third out of the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back in Boston, here's the second baseman, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Second baseman, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Gordon back to work. Line drive. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. Ball 1, no strikes.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Next offering is in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Fastball for a strike. That one the other way. And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That one's in there, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Anthony, the base runner at first with 1 out. Line to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Coming home. Out at the plate.
On the tag.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Now here is Jarren Duran to third. Tag, got him. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. With 3 complete, we're tied at 1 apiece. Back here in Boston, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Carlos Correa. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you can have a really good day out there on the mound.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Now a chance for Yainer Diaz. Just missed. Next offering way off the plate. And fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. And a swing and a miss, and 1 out now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1. Correa goes. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Buehler deals. In the dirt, but kept close. Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Smith, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The other way. Oh, he gloves it. 2 left for the Astros. Score remains tied 1-1. Back inside Fenway Park, bottom 4th, and stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
Jarren Duran.
Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here's the first baseman, Abraham Toro. Just missed.
That's inside.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Up and in, and that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Correa for 1, to Walker, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Trevor Story.
Here's Story now. That's in there. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
This one in the air, right field. Smith under it. Makes the catch, inning over. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Back here in Boston. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Dubon, 30 years old now, and he was born in Honduras.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the Houston lineup turns over. And now Jeremy Pena. Late swing fouled off. Buehler ready to fire now. And downstairs.
1-1.
This one popped up right side. Rafaela on the move. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that one fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Good eye in that spot.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Astros are down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And the batter now, Masataka Yoshida.
Left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next to hit, Carlos Narvaez. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one ripped. And no one can get there. Runner around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Everything came together for him. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
And now, Wilyer Abreu.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Dubon. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And now, Cedar Rafaela. A bunt, and it's popped up. Walker makes the grab, 1 down. Here now the Red Sox DH. Roman Anthony. 1 for 2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's Alex Bregman. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Out number 2, and another run comes in.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Hit in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Now a long throw home, but it's offline, and they lead by 4. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Colton Gordon departs, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. And Framber Valdez into the game. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Next is switch hitting first baseman Abraham Toro. Valdez keeping an eye on him. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Up next,
so 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next for the Red Sox, Trevor Story. Foul ball there. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Comes up empty, that's strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the dirt, blocked. to second, but way too late. Safe there. Toro up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Two outs, two in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. What a stop. Jump throw. Oh, the throw is wild. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Look
One
out.
ball, no strike.
Story off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled. Off balance throw in time. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. We're through 5. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Astros 1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Up the middle, Story. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And there's 2 down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Diaz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's inside. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Astros 1. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here is Carlos Narvaez. Valdez back to work. Center field. Trammell under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Going back. And it's off the Green Monster. And he's in at second with a 2-out double. That was 2003. And the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. So the lineup flips over. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. And there's a strike. Struck him out looking. And the Red Sox leave 1. And they're on top 7-1. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
And they'll do it again.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. One down. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. Trammell leads off first with one away. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is. And that
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Into the monster seats and gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Walker Buehler will depart, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
And
so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Jordan Hicks.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Pena, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Line drive, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And now the DH, Jose Altuve. That one outside. And that is ball one. The Red Sox leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around second is Pena coming home. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Hit in the air, left field, and that is that. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Astros 4.
Now pitching for Houston.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Caleb Orton.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Popped up. Correa under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Now batting,
Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. And ball one. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Nick Hernandez up and loosening in the pen. Contreras also throwing. And another ball. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is outside. That smash towards center. Trammell makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Stepping in, Abraham Toro. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They hold a 7-4 lead. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's Carlos Correa.
Leading off for the Astros, shortstop
Delivers a
Carlos
pitch in for a
Correa.
strike at 95. Hicks measures 6 feet 2 inches. 28 years old. And they traded for him earlier this year. 0-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And that's downstairs. 1-1. This to center field. And it falls.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
So up next, Taylor
Trammell.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Diaz off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the Astros lead 1, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Back here at Fenway Park, on to the bottom of the 8th. Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
For the Red Sox, shortstop Trevor Story.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. The Astros have some action in their pen. Nick Hernandez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a pop-up. Correa is there and makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Left fielder.
So stepping in for Boston,
Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida. 1 for 3. High fly ball out towards left center. Sanchez ranging after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Carlos Narvaez now at the plate. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nabs it, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. Aroldis Chapman on to try and close it out for the Red Sox.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
That one finds the zone. 0-2. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. He's 2 outs away. Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off. That catches the corner.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just go absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance. Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you off to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. This some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? Terrible thing away. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. While plastic taking my coat from me. I blasted dope is she on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me more than poppy seeds. The mini, tiny mommy, all she say.